Hello student, in today's session we will discuss about the welding of dissimilar material. Okay, as we know that the welding is the joining process which is used to join a similar or dissimilar material. To join the similar metal, it is actually welding is not an easy process because as the properties of the material changes or in a welding material reaches to the high temperature, it changes its microstructure, it changes its mechanical and some physical properties also. So when we need to join a two dissimilar material, then it is very difficult to join the dissimilar metal. While joining this dissimilar metal, we need to consider the different factors that we will discuss here. In this session we will discuss which two materials or which are the materials which can dissimilar material which can join by the welding process, what should be the precaution we need to take while joining the dissimilar metal, or which are the parameters that we need to consider while joining the dissimilar materials. Okay, so see here in this image there are two materials A, and when they are joined the filler material B is used, and when A and B get mixed, then we will get the another combination of the material, that is A plus B. Okay, when we use a two similar material but we using a different filler material. Here we are using in image 2, here are two different material, that is A and B. Material A has some different property, material B having some different property, and when we are using a filler material which is same as that of the base material A, means there are two base material A, base material B, and we using a filler material, that is the base filler material is made up of the base material A. So we will get the here combination of A and B. And here is the third case, that is A is the base material 1, B is the base material 2, and we are adding a filler material other than these two. Then we will at the weld pool or at the fusion zone, we will get the combination of A plus B plus C. Okay, now see here introduction. Demand for the material to fit the homogeneous working condition, means welding two different alloy system. When we are joining the two different alloy or two different material, they are chemically different and they are metallurgically different. Means which are the different parameters that we have that will affects on the weldability of the material, that is the different physical properties. Material having a material consists of the different physical properties, chemical properties are different, mechanical properties are the different, and metallurgical characteristics are the different. And when we done the welding, then we get the composition of this all the three. Okay, so which are the different procedure which is used to join the two dissimilar material. So first one is the fusion weld. In a fusion weld we will using a submerged shield metal arc welding, then GTA welding, then GMA welding, FCA welding, and shield metal arc welding. Low dilution. When we are using a low dilution means when we using a welding and the material get mixed with each other, then it is called as the dilution. So while welding, the dilution should be less. The chemical composition that will form having a different characteristics. So the dilution that form during the welding should be a low, and for a low dilution which are welding process are selected, these are the electron beam welding or laser beam welding. And there are no fusion welding, means in which the material will not reach to its melting point. These welding are a solid state welding, or it is in a solid state welding there is a friction welding or friction stir welding. Generally brazing or a soldering are also used to avoid the fusion. Okay, so factor influencing the joint integrity. These are the main factors. They are affects on a joint of the two dissimilar metal. Weld metal. Which are the two weld metal we are using for a welding purpose, means when we using a two dissimilar material A and B, then these also affects on the weld integrity. Dilution and alloying, as we know that the dilution means mixing of the, when we mix the two different material, or when we using a welding to join a two different material, then third composition will form, and it is called the dilution. Or alloying, which are the alloying element we used in a material that are also affects. Melting temperature range means to join a two dissimilar material which should having a sufficient melting temperature range, that is melting temperature of one material should not much lower, and melting temperature or melting point of the other material should not be a very high, it should be a small range, or the gap between the melting point of the two dissimilar materials should be a less. The coefficient of the thermal expansion also plays an important role while, or in a joint integrity or joint strength of the joint. Then thermal conductivity, the thermal conductivity of the material should plays an vital role or plays an important role in a weld quality. And the heat treatment, different heat treatment that are provided or that are done on the base material are also affects on the weld joint. Okay, so we will discuss one by one. Weld metal, the composition and the properties of the weld metal plays an important role in a welding processes. Okay, the two dissimilar material that are we using having the properties as similar to each other, if there is a large gap between the properties of the material, then it will affect on the weld joint and the integrity of the weld joint. See here, welding of the similar metals or the alloy. When the two similar material get welded together, then what will be the composition that we will get here, we can predict it. But when we are using a two dissimilar metal and the alloy by the welding process, then what will be here, the question mark will show that what will be the composition of that material we cannot be predicted, because it will be a depend on the types of the welding process, it will depends on the environmental factor, it also depends on the skill of the welder, it also depend on the which type of the filler material you are using. All these factors will affect on the composition that will form at the question mark. So this will be not predicted, so this it should be means in a welding process it should be considered necessary. Dilution and the alloying. Weld metal, single or a mixture of the two or more metal. As we discussed, that is what is mean by dilution. Dilution means when we are joining a two dissimilar material, then the composition that will form after their fusion welding is called as the dilution. And there should be a no means the dilution that form which is having the similar properties that of the, or low dilution should be a form in a weld zone. If the dilution is high, then there is a different or there are difficulties in a joint, but if the dilution is low, we can the joint strength will be high. See here, weld metal, WM means weld metal, stronger than the weakest base metal, means there should be no large difference in their properties also. Weld metal sufficient tensile strength and ductility withstand with the failure. The weld bead composition differ in a multi-pass welding. Means as the welding pass, number of welding pass are done, then the composition that will form will be a different. Okay, as per the temperature. See here which method advantages and limitation. Chemical analysis of the weld. When we done the chemical analysis of the weld, what we will get the advantage is that we get the most accurate determination. Means when the chemical analysis of the weld we done, we will get the more accurate determination, or we will get the more accurate information that the composition. What is the limitation? The time consuming and expensive. This method is time consuming and the expensive. Approximation of the base metal dilution by weld cross section and the composition calculation. Means if we want to find out which composition that we are formed in a weld zone, it will be can be observed by approximation method. If we done this approximation method, what is its advantages? It is less expensive, less time consuming, and than the chemical analysis. Means it is easily can be done or it is a less time consuming. But what is its disadvantages is that estimating the percentage often difficult in a weld composition in a multipass. Means which type of the composition will form and what is the percentage of the metal in that we cannot be determined easily. Then approximation dilution for a common welding process and the composition calculation. When we done the approximation dilution of the common welding process, then it is very fast machine. Advantage is it is very fast method to rough calculation or to rough work in a library work involved. And what is its disadvantages? The welding technique can have a strong influence on a dilution in some process like a gas metal arc welding or gas tungsten arc welding. Okay. Melting point of the base material or the two dissimilar material that are joined plays a very important role in joining of the two base metal. If we want to join the two dissimilar metal, these two dissimilar metals melting point should be near. If there is a large difference between their melting point, then it is very difficult to join these two dissimilar material. If we want to join the two dissimilar metal, means there is a stainless steel also and there is a aluminum alloy, and if we want to join these two material, then we need to preheat the one base material. Okay, we need to preheat the base material, and after preheating, after that we need to do the welding, because when we done the welding of the aluminum alloy and the stainless steel without preheating, then the temperature that will form at the weld zone will be high, and due to this high temperature the aluminum alloy get burned. To avoid this, the base material, or to avoid this, the preheating of the stainless steel should be necessary. Okay. So this is the so melting point of the base material should be plays a very important role in the this process. Okay. Wide difference in a melting temperature range, fusion of the welding difficult. Fusion welding is difficult. Means as we discussed in a fusion welding, if there is a large difference, then it is difficult. Result liquefaction cracking of the metal with the lower melting temperature. Means liquefaction means that when material get liquid in form, it get formed, the cracks will be a form inside the material. Okay, cracks will develop inside the material. Okay, solidification and contraction induce the stresses. When the solidification is done, the contraction will happen and it will induce the stresses. So what are the remedies for this purpose? The remedies are buttering of the filler metal with the intermediate melting temperature, reduce the melting temperature difference. Means see here is a stainless steel and here is a copper alloy. Okay, if we not use any buttering material, what is meant by buttering material? Buttering material is the one type of the layer of the material that will apply on the two base material, and the buttering material having the properties which is in between. The buttering material having the properties which properties are in between these two base material. Means suppose the melting point of the one metal is 1000 degrees Celsius and second material having the melting point of the 1500 degrees Celsius, then buttering material will apply having the melting point in a range of 1200 to 1300 degrees Celsius. This is the use of the buttering material, and this buttering material plays an important role while the welding. Okay, so this is the role of the buttering material. Generally, buttering material means one type of the filler material which having a intermediate properties of the base material. Thermal conductivity. The thermal conductivity of the two material means the material which are we joining should be a less, means the gap between the thermal conductivity should be a less. If there is a large gap between the two material, then the temperature or the one material having a less thermal conductivity, and if the another material having a large thermal conductivity, then the material one which having a less thermal conductivity will reaches earlier to its melting point, and the material having a large thermal conductivity will not reach at same time to the melting points, and due to this there is a problem in a welding. Okay, and similarly, when at the time of cooling, the material which having a less thermal conductivity will take more time to cool, and the material which having a high thermal conductivity will take a less time to the cool, and due to this difference in a cooling rate, the material will, there will be a defects or distortion will be appear in the weld zone. Okay, so what are the remedies for this purpose? Remedies for this purpose: directing the heat source to the base material which having a higher K, means the material which having a high thermal conductivity, the source of the heat will apply the heat directly on that material, and the means if there is a joint between the two base material, the heat source will not apply at the center of the base material, it will be applied towards the base material having a high thermal conductivity. Or there is one another remedy to avoid this: the preheating of the material which having a high thermal conductivity. The material which having a high thermal conductivity, this material should be a preheat. So these are the some remedies. Then thermal coefficient of the thermal expansion. Coefficient of the thermal expansion means the amount of heat that we applied on the material, it will get the expansion. Okay, if there are two dissimilar material which are joined together, and one having a low thermal coefficient of expansion and another having a high thermal coefficient of the expansion, then while welding, the material which having a high thermal coefficient of expansion, this material, the source of the heat should be not applied directly on it. The material which having a low thermal coefficient of expansion on which the source of heat should be applied. See here, difference in alpha. Alpha means thermal coefficient of thermal expansion generate the stresses during the change in temperature. It will generate the stresses when there is a change in temperature. Then base material subject to the tensile stress, hot crack and cold crack. The base material which having which are we using generate the hot crack or a cold crack. What are the remedies here? Ideally, the coefficient of thermal expansion of the weld metal should be a intermediate between the two base material. Okay, means when we are joining a two dissimilar material having a difference in their thermal coefficient of thermal expansion, the weld metal means the buttering material or a filler material that we are using, it having an intermediate thermal coefficient of the thermal expansion, so we can avoid the difficulties in a welding. Preheat and the post heat treatment, these are the plays a very important role. The heat treatment for a one metal may be a detrimental and to the another, may affect on a service condition. Means as we discussed that when we are using a two dissimilar material to join together, what is the role of preheat on it? What is the role of preheat on it, and what is the role of post heat treatment on it? Means if the cracks are developed inside the weld zone, then we need to apply some post heat treatment to remove that distortion or cracks. Okay, so this is all related about the welding of the dissimilar material. How what is mean by joining of or weld of the dissimilar material? What are the different factors that affects on a weld material or joining of the two dissimilar weld material, and how can we avoid or what are the different remedies that we can apply to avoid the difficulties in a dissimilar metal joint. Okay, it is enough for today's session. In next session we will discuss about the next part of this unit, that is what are the distortion, what are the different types of the distortion in a weld zone. Okay.